We hope
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. That's why we offer a fully transparent buying process and a 14-day exchange program, because we care about Rapid City, the community we've been serving for generations and plan to serve for many more. McKee Ford. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at mckeeford.com.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota-owned, family-owned, Bowie Foods.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
At Security First, we support all the essential banking stuff, like school sports. We also support mobile deposits. But have you ever heard a mobile deposit belt out your school fight song with a mouthful of popcorn? I don't think so. Any bank these days could snap a picture of your check. Only a community bank could snap a picture of you spilling your nachos as your team scores the game-winning point. Security First, the bank you cheer with. Member FDIC.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
And good evening, welcome in. Douglas Patriots Live and Live Ticket TV. I'm Justin Hausman here for some Thursday night action. Some interclass volleyball here tonight as your Douglas Patriots take on the Hot Springs Bison. About 7.5 minutes from tip-off here, so let's look at these two teams. First, the Hot Springs Bison coming out of Class A, having a pretty good year, 15-12 on the year, a little over 500. And looking at their last 4 matchups, going all the way back to the 2nd of October, they took a loss to Bennett County, 3-0. Then on the 6th, they beat a 500 Edgemont team, 3-0. Then on the 7th, they took down Custer in a close one, 3-2. And back on Tuesday, they took a tough loss to Rapid City Christian, 3-0. Now for your Douglas Patriots, they're coming in 5-17 on the year. And looking at their last matchups, all the way back to the Spearfish Quad, I think is what that was, on the 4th of October, taking losses to T-Area and Mitchell. Then looking on to the 9th of October, they beat Belfouche 3-0. And then took a loss this Tuesday, to Rapid City Stevens, 3-0. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with standings and scores around AA after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening live to liveticket.tv.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. That's why we offer a fully transparent buying process and a 14-day exchange program, because we care about Rapid City, the community we've been serving for generations and plan to serve for many more. McKee Ford. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at mckeeford.com.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
And we're back. Douglas Patriots live and live ticket TV. Let's look at some scores around AA. We might even check out some A scores too as we've got some time. But first, Mitchell, they're receiving votes in the polls. They're leading fourth-ranked Watertown right now, 2-0. That one's on the road in Watertown. Also, Sioux Falls Jefferson leading Huron right now, 1-0 in the second set. That one taking place in Sioux Falls. Yankton leading Pierre TF Riggs right now, 2-1. Top-ranked Harrisburg leading Aberdeen Central, 2-0. And Sturgis Brown and Lee Deadwood yet to tip off back up in Sturgis. Now let's look at some A scores for those in Hot Springs. Third-ranked Sioux Falls Christian over Tri-Valley tonight, 3-0. First-ranked Chester area leading Madison right now, 1-0. Not a lot of volleyball going on in Class A tonight, at least from ranked schools. I guess fourth-ranked Clark Willow Lake is leading Sisseton right now, 2-0. Back to AA, let's look at the standings, how they're setting up here as we approach the final weeks of the regular season here in AA. Leading the pack is Harrisburg at 21-2. They've got 46.435 seating points. They're followed by O'Gorman at 17-3, Brandon Valley at 14-3, and Rapid City Stevens at 23-4. Rounding out the bottom 8, or the top 8 rather, I should say, is Sioux Falls, Lincoln, Mitchell, Watertown, and Spearfish has snuck their way in to the top 8. Your Douglas Patriots are still sitting at 20th where they were on Tuesday at 5-18 on the air, 36.455 seating points. 2 minutes until tip-off here. Don't go anywhere. Starting lineups are next on liveticket.tv.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
At Security First, we support all the essential banking stuff, like school sports. We also support mobile deposits. But have you ever heard a mobile deposit belt out your school fight song with a mouthful of popcorn? I don't think so. Any bank these days could snap a picture of your check. Only a community bank could snap a picture of you spilling your nachos as your team scores the game-winning point. Security First, the bank you cheer with. Member FDIC.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
When life gets hard.
And we're back. Douglas Patriots live and live ticket TV. It's time for your starting lineups tonight. First for the Hot Springs Bison, they are going to go with wearing number 2, a 5'7" outside hitter and a freshman, Ella Haskvitz. Wearing number 6, a 5'6" hitter on the right side, and a junior, Brindley Erickson. Wearing number 7, a 5'11" middle hitter, and a senior, Kiana Lewis. Wearing number 9, And she's 6 foot, hitting out of the middle, another senior, Ashlyn Elshier. Wearing number 10, a 5'8" outside hitter. A junior, Ariana Rooks. Also number 13, a 5'7" hitter out of the right side, and a senior, Katie Snyder. And the libero tonight is number 3, a 5'2" senior, Ryan Heiner. The Hot Springs Bison are coached by Tana White. She's assisted by Brooklyn Fouth and Emily Paolo. Now the starting lineups for your Douglas Patriots. They're going to go with wearing number 21, a 5'5" setter, and a junior, Emma Odegaard. Wearing number 20, a 5'3" defensive specialist, and a junior, Ashlyn Blasius. Wearing number 9, a 5'10" hitter out of the middle, and a junior, Miley Archer. Wearing number 18, a 5'7" right side hitter, and a senior, Olivia Harris. Wearing number 25, a 5'8" hitter out of the middle, a junior, Riley LaJoy. Wearing number 24, a 5'7" outside hitter, and a senior, Ayana Newholy. And the libero tonight is number 4, a 5'4" senior, Ramsey Johnson. The Douglas Patriots are coached by Sarah Tucker. She's assisted by Mike Clark, Rachel Quimby, and Rebecca Verlek. Your officials tonight are Jesse Stritcherts and Ashley Arthur. Line judges Megan Solzer and Gabby Rabowska-Hoyle. We're all set up for tonight. We're going to take one more break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is LiveTicket.tv.
And our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
And we're back, ready for action. Your first serve tonight comes from Emma Odegaard of your Douglas Patriots. First attack going to come in from the outside, dug well by Blasius. Now Newholy going to take an attack. That one dug by Rooks. Back on the other side, and a set over the net. Nice dig by Odegaard. It's up in the air. Newholy going to punch it over. Now Blasius kind of scrambling a little bit. Archer going to backward set to Newholy. Newholy mistimed the jump, and it falls to the floor. Your first point goes to the Hot Springs Bison, and they're going to be serving with Haskvitz. This serve in off of Blasius. Harris, long set cross court, and a free ball from Newholy. Now under it, Erickson, she'll set it up, and an attack coming, and it's going to be a kill from Rooks. Her first kill of the night, and it's 2-0 Bison. Back to the service line with Haskvitz. That one is in the net. Service error gives your Patriots their first point of the night as Blanchard checks in for Blasius. Back at the line is Newholy. Newholy's serve in. Erickson, she'll set it up, coming in on an attack. That will find a kill. That's Katie Snyder. And it is 3-1 Bison. Send it back to the service line with Ashlyn Elshier. She's way back in the corner. Her running jump serve out of the left side is going to be in off of Johnson. Maddie Melton into the game for the first time. She'll pass it up to Archer, who sends it to the other side of the floor. Haskvitz rather going to keep that one in. Pretty sure it was heading out. Odegaard backwards set from Harris. That attack blocked. Now somebody's in the net. And it's Hot Springs. It's a Patriot point, makes it 3-2, and Miley Archer, is back at the line. Archer, her serve out of the middle, strong one taken by Haskvitz. Erickson going to pass over to Rooks. That attack, nice dig by Archer. Now Odegaard going to set that one over. The libero Heiner gave it her best effort, and the Bison will rally back to the Patriot side of the floor. Odegaard to LaJoy out of the middle. That one is long. And down for a Bison point. Checking in for Hot Springs is Abby Simmons, taking the place of Katie Snyder. Simmons will head back to the line. Simmons, a 5'3" freshman. Her serve in off of Melton. Odegaard will pass to Harris. Now an attack taken by the libero, Heinert. Now another attack coming in from Rooks. That one off of Melton, then will fall for a kill. Make it 5-2 Hot Springs. And returning to the line is Simmons. On serve in off of Harris. Odegaard going to punch that one up off the net. Rooks will return with an attack. That one's going to find the floor. Nobody there. It's down for another Bison point. That makes it 6-2. 4-point lead for Hot Springs here early in set one. And back at the line is Simmons. Her serve in off of Johnson. Now LaJoy going to send in a long attack from the outside. Now out of the middle, an attack going to come in for a kill. That's Kiana Lewis getting her first kill of the night. And it's 7-2 Bison. Freshman back for another serve. That one in off of Melton. Nobody there. And that's going to fall down for an ace. And it's 8-2. We're going to see a timeout on the floor taken by Douglas. We'll take one too. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. That's why we offer a fully transparent buying process and a 14-day exchange program, because we care about Rapid City, the community we've been serving for generations and plan to serve for many more. McKee Ford. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
And we're back out of the break. 8-2 is your score here in Whitehead Auditorium. And back at the line for another serve is Abby Simmons. Her serve in off of Johnson. That's going to end up on the Douglas side of the floor. The attack coming in from Rooks is going to be off to the left. Down for a Patriot point. It's 8-3. Couple of subs in for Douglas. Jill Vernon, so is Jaden Gray. Vernon back at the line to serve. A running jump serve out of the middle is taken by Simmons. The set from Erickson, long set, and a long attack from Haskvitz taken by Johnson. Blanchard, her attack dug by the libero Heinert. Back to Rooks, that's mishit. The error in the net is a Patriot point, and it's 8-4. Vernon back at the line. This one in off of Haskvitz, returned kind of awkwardly, but the Bison will rally back to the Patriot side of the floor. Vernon going to set up. Now a set from LaJoy is going to find the floor. The Patriots have strung a couple together and cut the lead to 3 as Vernon returns to the line. This serve, strong one off of Haskvitz. Erickson will set it over the net. Melton is there. Now LaJoy is going to send an attack. Thought it maybe got tipped. It did not. It's out to the left, down for a Bison point, and it's 9-5. Olivia LeGrand into the game for the first time for Hot Springs. She'll take her spot back at the service line as this one is in off of Melton. Vernon will set it up to Gray. That one dug out by LeGrand. Now the attack coming in from Haskvitz. She'll push it over the net. Douglas looking to rally. Blanchard, that attack dug by Heinert. Erickson will set over to Haskvitz. Nice block by Jaden Gray and Riley LaJoy. Now another dig coming in from Melton. LaJoy out of the middle. That attack is down for a kill. 9-6. Back to a 3-point lead. New Holy and Blasius checking back in for your Douglas Patriots. Blasius back at the line. There's serve in off of Simmons. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. That attack from the outside is way long. Down for another Patriot point. Lead cut to 2 when Blasius returns. Her serve out of the right side is in off of Simmons. Heiner going to run to get under it. Haskvitz going to have to tip it over the net. Taken by Vernon. LaJoy going to take an attack of her own by Heiner. Is the dig. Now a kill going to come in from Lewis as Johnson couldn't get under it. And it's back to a 3-point lead. 10-7 with the libero Heiner at the line. Her serve in off of Johnson. Vernon under it. She'll pass over to New Holy. Long cross-court attack taken by Heiner. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. That attack dug out by New Holy. LaJoy is going to tip that one off to the right. That's 4 hits. And another Hot Springs point. 11-7 with Heiner back at the line. That serve, that's the second service error from Hot Springs here in set 1. Cuts the lead back to 3, and Ramsey Johnson is at the line. That serve taken by LeGrand. Now the attack from Haskvitz. She'll set it over the net. Gray couldn't block it, and it falls to the floor for another Bison point. Checking back in the game is Snyder. And back at the line is Erickson. The setter's serve is in off of New Holy. Vernon will backwards set to Gray. That attack taken by Heiner. Erickson going to set it over the net. Nice dig by Blasius. Now New Holy wants an attack, and it's down. Tipped by the front line and finds the hardwood for another Patriot point. 12-9 as Odegaard and Harris checking back in to the court. Odegaard back at the line. Odegaard serve. That one is in the net. Service error makes it 13-9 as Rooks checks back in for LeGrand. Made it through one full rotation as Haskvitz is back at the service line. That serve is a perfect one off the top of the net and down for an ace. Doesn't get much better than that. It's 14-9 now. And the largest lead of the game for the Hot Springs Bison. Haskvitz back at the line. That serve returned by Johnson. Odegaard will set up to New Holy. That attack taken by Heiner. Erickson will set over to Rooks. Her attack out of the outside. Nice dig by Ramsey Johnson. Now a long attack out of the middle off the top of the net and dug by Erickson. Heiner will pass up to Rooks. And another dig from the libero Johnson. Now, New Holy, that attack off the top of the net and taken by Heiner. Rooks, strong attack and another dig by Ramsey Johnson. Miley Archer going to send a free ball over. That one taken by Haskvitz. Pretty sure that might have been out. Haskvitz took it anyway, and another great dig by Ramsey Johnson. Olivia Harris going to set one over the net. Erickson going to pass it to the Patriot side of the floor. And another nice dig, this one coming from Erickson. Ramsey Johnson in on another one. And New Holy going to hit that one into the net. The long rally goes to Hot Springs, and it's a 6-point lead. Haskvitz back for another serve. And off of Johnson, Odegaard will set up to New Holy. She'll pop that attack over. Somehow gets rallied by the Bison back onto the Patriots side of the floor. Johnson, long attack, taken by Heiner. Erickson will set to Heiner, but a long free ball taken by Archer. Now Miley Archer wants one out of the middle, and she's going to find a kill. Blanchard checking back in for Blasius. And New Holy at the line. New Holy serve is in the net. We've got 2 service errors both sides, so that makes it even. And it's 16-10. Maddie Melton checking in for New Holy, and back at the line is Elshier. That one back in the net. It's much needed point for your Patriots as they try to hang in to this set one. Archer at the line. Her serve out of the middle, taken by Haskvitz. Erickson will pass to Rooks. That attack is going to find a kill, as it's tipped by Harris on an attempted block and finds the floor. It's 17-11 Bison. Simmons checking back in. She'll go back to the line. A serve taken by Melton. Odegaard will chase it down. Now LaJoy. Long attack is going to get blocked. Back down. Block coming in from Erickson. And it's a 7-point lead. Bison trying to make this final descent down into a set one victory with Simmons back at the line. That serve is going to be an ace. Tipped by Harris. And down for their 19th point of the set. Another timeout taken on the floor. We'll take one, too. We'll be right back. This is LiveTicket.tv.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Back out of the break, 19-11 is your score here in set one. The Hot Springs Bison leading your Douglas Patriots. Just breaking the timeout. Now they're out of timeouts here in set one as they've taken both that they get. It'll be Simmons back at the line for Hot Springs. Douglas got to do something to break that serve. Serve taken by Melton. Blanchard will set up to LaJoy. Under it is Rooks. Heinert will set back to Rooks. Her attack out of the outside is going to find the floor. Off of a couple of different Patriots, it's another kill, and it's 20-11. Simmons back at the line, taken by Melton. Odegaard will pass up to LaJoy. Her attack blocked. Under it is Melton. Odegaard going to send it over the net now. Erickson set up to Rooks. That attack blocked. Rooks will tip it back over the net. Johnson will set up to Harris. That attack taken by Heinert. Erickson set back over to Rooks. That's a long attack out past the back line. And down for a Patriot point. Vernon back in the game, so is Gray. Vernon serve in off of Simmons, and that's an ace. Lead cut down to 7, 20-13 now. Vernon serve taken by Simmons. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. Long attack out of the middle is out. Past the back line. It's another Patriot point trying to climb back into this one. Lead cut to 6. Vernon back at the line. Vernon serve off of Simmons. Erickson will set up to Rooks. That attack tipped by the front line. Under it is Vernon. Melton will set up to Blanchard. That attack, nice dig by the libero Heinert. Back to Rooks on the attack. Under it is Johnson. Vernon will set to Gray, and she'll push one over the net, taken by Haskvitz. Erickson will tip one back to the Douglas side of the floor. Now Vernon will try one of her own. Erickson will set up into the middle, and coming in for a kill is Lewis. As it's 21-14. Back into the game for Hot Springs is LeGrand. The senior will go back to the service line. The grand serve off of Melton. Vernon will pass to Gray. Gray going to set one over the net, taken by Haskvitz. Erickson sets up to Lewis. Kind of got to hit it awkwardly. Nice dig by Vernon. Ray, a free ball over to the Bison side of the floor. Haskvitz going to hit one into the net. Down for another Patriot point. Sticking with this 6-point lead. Blasey is back in the game, so is New Holy. Blasey is back at the service line. Blasey serve in off of Simmons. Now a miss hit from Lewis is in the net. And it's down to a 5-point lead. Hot Springs hasn't played the cleanest volleyball. They've hit quite a few into the net, but they do have some good attackers sitting on that front line. Gray gonna set one over the net, taken by Simmons. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. She'll punch that one over. Under it is Vernon. Johnson's gonna set up to New Holy. She'll punch one over the net, taken by Haskvitz. Now Erickson gonna set one over. Vernon gave it her best effort. She can't dig it. And it's another Hot Springs point. They're 3 points away from taking set one. And they've got the libero Heinert at the line. That serve in off of Blasius. Johnson will pass up to LaJoy. A free ball over taken by Heinert. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. That's kind of awkward, and it's out. Nice call by Vernon. She kind of did a barrel roll away from it. She dove to go get the dig. Got out of the way in time before she touched it, and it's a Patriot point. Ramsey Johnson serve is in off of Heinert. Haskvitz going to punch one over, taken by Blasius. Vernon will set up that attack from New Holy, taken by LeGrand. Now a cross-court attack is out by Elshier, and it's another Patriot point. The lead cut to 4 with Johnson back at the line. Her serve, kind of a tumbling one, is going to end up back on the Patriots side of the floor. Archer going to push one over, taken by Erickson. Now Haskvitz, she'll push one over of her own, and we'll find the floor. Blasius couldn't get there in time. It's 23-18. Snyder back on the floor for Hot Springs. And this is Erickson at the line. Vernon will set up to Archer. That attack is in. Perfectly placed on the right line. Down for another Patriot point. Odegaard back in. So is Harris. Odegaard will go to the line. That serve taken by Snyder. Now Haskvitz going to try to set one over the net. It's in the net, rather. And the lead is cut to 3. 23-20 now, and Odegaard returns to the service line. Odegaard serve in off of Haskvitz. Erickson will set up to Elshier, and another one in the net. Cuts the lead to 2. We're going to see a timeout taken by Hot Springs, as it's 23-21 here in the final moments of set 1. We'll be right back. This is LiveTicket.tv.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
23-21 is your score out of the break here on LiveTicket.tv. Your Douglas Patriots looking to complete this comeback in set 1. As they've got Hot Springs on their heels right now, but Hot Springs only 2 points away from taking this set. But the lead, which was once 7 or 8 points, is now down to 2. Odegaard will start out of the break at the service line, and we're ready to go. Elshier, that attack taken by Blasius. Nice dig. Odegaard will set up to Johnson. Long attack out of the middle will tip off the net, taken by Haskvitz. Erickson set up to Elshier in the middle. Found the perfect spot on the floor, and it's set point. Checking back in is Rooks, taking the place of LeGrand. And at the service line is Haskvitz. That serve in off of Johnson. Odegaard will set up to Harris. She'll set one over the net, taken by Rooks. Erickson will set up to Elshier. That's not a soft attack over the net, taken by Odegaard. Johnson with a long attack out of the middle. It's a nice dig by Heiner. Now, oh, what a dig by Blasius. Now Archer has her attack blocked out of the middle. Johnson under it, and a free ball from Newholy. Erickson will set up to Elshier. That attack, nice dig by Blasius. Odegaard gonna set it over the net, and it's down. Haskvitz didn't like it. She gave it her best effort, trying to stretch that palm out on the floor. But the official says it hit the floor, and it's 24-22. Lead cut to 2 with Newholy at the line. Newholy serve in off of Haskvitz. Erickson will set up to Elshier. She's got to go back for it. Nice dig by Odegaard. Newholy going to send an attack over, taken by Heiner. Now that's in on the left sideline by Elshier. And Hot Springs has taken set 1 on a strong attack down the left line. Set 1 ends 25-22. We'll take a break. We'll come back for set 2. More set 2 action after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening live to liveticket.tv.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Fentanyl is a powerful...
Back out of the break. Hot Springs Bison lead your Douglas Patriots 1-0 here after they took set 1, 25-22. It will be Hot Springs that will start off with the serve, and it is Erickson who's got it at the line. Her serve is in off of Blasius. Odegaard will set up to Harris. That attack tipped, but dug out by Heiner. Now the set over to Haskvitz. Soft attack punched out by Harris. Odegaard will send a free ball over, and somebody's got a lift. That was Johnson. Gave a good effort, but it's a Hot Springs point to start off set 2. Erickson back at the line. Her serve in off of Blasius. Odegaard will set up to Harris. It's blocked. That's a strong block by both Snyder and Elshier on the front line. It's another Hot Springs point. Make it 2-0. And Erickson returns to the line. High serve taken by New Holy. Odegaard will set up to Archer in the middle. Chasing it down, but Hot Springs won't rally. Archer scores the point, and it's 2-1. Blanchard checking in for Blasius, and New Holy is at the line. New Holy serve in off of Heinert. Erickson will set up to Elshier. That attack is in, just in front of the back line. It's another Hot Springs point, make it 3-1. Melton coming in for New Holy, and it is Haskvitz back at the service line for Hot Springs. The serve from Haskvitz is in the net. Saw that a couple of times in set 1. We see it here early in set 2. It's Miley Archer back at the line to serve. Riley LaJoy checking in for the libero Johnson. The serve from Archer is in off of Haskvitz. Now Heinert going to send a long attack, and it's miscommunication on the floor between Melton and Archer. And that one finds the floor for another Hot Springs point. 4-2 now as Johnson takes the place of Archer. And it's Elshier at the line. Her serve, more miscommunication between the back line of the Patriots, and it's an ace. Elshier with another serve, taken by Johnson. No, Melton gonna run it down. Johnson free ball over the net, taken by Heinert. Now Lewis out of the middle, gonna come in with an attack, and she'll find the kill. That extends the lead to 4, make it 6-2 Hot Springs. Elshier back at the line once more. Her serve in off of Johnson. Harris will pass up to Blanchard. That attack off the top of the net and down for a kill. Elshier's serve is broken. Vernon back in the game, so is Gray, and Vernon will take her spot at the service line. 6-3 your score. You're early in set 2. Vernon serve in off of Haskvitz. Erickson will set up to Lewis. Strong attack, and she'll find a kill. Simmons checking back in for Snyder. And Simmons will go back to the line. Her serve is in. Oh, what a spot. Right in on the left line. It's down for an ace. 8-3 is your score, and a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. This is LiveTicket.tv.
Synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Eight threes, your score coming out of the break. Hot Springs leads your Douglas Patriots by 5. You're early in set 2. It'll be Abby Simmons back at the line another time once we're ready to go. The freshman serve is in off of Melton. Johnson under it will pass up to Gray. She'll set one over the net, taken by Lewis. Erickson will set over to Rooks on the outside. That one is out. Down for a Patriot point, and it's 8-4. Blasius back in, so is New Holy. And this will be Blasius back at the service line. A serve from Blasius in off of Heinert. Erickson will set up to Rooks on the outside. That attack blocked by LaJoy. She'll keep it up in the air. Vernon will punch one over, taken by Simmons. Erickson sets up to Lewis in the middle. Nice dig. And Gray sends a free ball back over to the Bison. Now Rooks, strong attack, will find a kill. And the effort of the Patriots does not pay off as it's 9-4. This is LeGrand coming in for Rooks. And she'll go back to the line. The serve in off of New Holy. Vernon's going to set one over the net, and she finds the floor. Cuts the lead to 4, 9-5. Back at the service line is Johnson. Her serve is in. It don't get much closer than that. It's down for an ace. Makes it 9-6. And Johnson back at the service line. That's a strong serve in off of Simmons. Erickson will set over to Haskvitz. That attack, under it is Johnson. Nice dig. Vernon will pass over to New Holy. Long cross-court attack taken by Heinert. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz on the outside. That one is in. As Blasius couldn't get to it. And it's another Hot Springs point. 10-6 is your score now, and Heinert back at the service line. Heinert, the serve in off of New Holy. Blasius will pass back up to New Holy. Long attack taken by LeGrand. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. That's a soft attack. Under it is Vernon. Archer going to set it over the net. Erickson tried to tip it over the net. She didn't get it there, but Heinert will send a free ball back over to Johnson. Gray going to send a free ball over of the Patriots. And now the attack from Elshier out of the middle, dug by Johnson. Vernon will set up to Archer. Her attack out of the middle is in the net. And it's another Bison point. The lead extended to 5. And Heinert returns to the service line. Serve in off of Blasius. Vernon will set up to Gray. That attack is in the net. No, it was blocked. It's not 4 hits. Erickson will set over to Haskvitz. That's a nice block by Gray and Archer. Tried to get a second block in there. Can't keep it on the Hot Springs side of the net. It's down for another Bison point. The lead is now 6, 12-6. Heinert back for another serve. It's a long serve taken by Blasius. Vernon will pass to New Holy, and she's going to find the floor. Well-placed attack. Makes it 12-7. And Odegaard back in the game. She'll go back to the service line. Harris checking in for Gray as well. Odegaard serve in off of Heinert. Erickson will set up to Elshier. That attack, nice dig by Johnson. Odegaard will pass up to New Holy. The attack taken by Heinert. Erickson will set up now, and a soft attack coming in from Haskvitz. Johnson going to send a long one over the net, taken by Heinert. Back to Haskvitz. That attack dug by Odegaard. Johnson will set up to New Holy. It's a long set in the net. New Holy can't run after it. And it's another Hot Springs point. 13-7 has Snyder back in the match. And Erickson at the service line. That's another service error. Cuts the lead back to 5 as Blanchard in for Blasius. New Holy at the line. Her serve in off of Heinert. Chasing it down is Erickson, and Elshier will pop one over the net, taken by New Holy. Odegaard will set up to Blanchard. Her attack in off of Heinert. She's going to punch one back over. That's Blanchard again. Haskvitz sets one over the net. It's blocked. Back onto the Bison side. Now Archer is in. That kill makes it 13-9, and New Holy is back at the service line. Serve in off of Heinert. Erickson will set up to Elshier. That attack dug out by Johnson. Blanchard, a strong attack, is going to be blocked. Back down on the Patriots side of the floor. It's another Hot Springs point, 14-9. Melton checking back in for New Holy. And it's Haskvitz at the service line. Also checking back in is Rooks for LeGrand. Haskvitz, the serve in off of Blanchard. Chasing it down is Odegaard, and a free ball over from Archer. Haskvitz under that one. Elshier will set up to Rooks. Johnson gave it her best effort to dig it, couldn't keep it up, and it's another Bison point. The lead extends to 6, 15-9, and Haskvitz back at the line. Her running jump serve out of the right side is going to be low under the net. It's another service error, and the lead is back to 5. Archer's serve, and off of Heinert. Erickson will set up to Rooks on the outside. Her attack tipped and is going to get down. Archer couldn't get there in time. It's another Bison point. Lead back to 6. Elshier back at the line, taking her spot way back in the left corner. Her serve in off of Melton. Odegaard will set up to Harris. That attack from the right side dug out by Erickson. Now the pass to Haskvitz and a free ball over to Odegaard. Johnson is going to take a long attack out of the middle. That one dug by Elshier. Now the attack from Snyder is going to find the floor for a kill. Johnson chasing after it, so was Odegaard. Neither of them can get under it, and it's 17-10. Elshier's serve in off of Harris. Odegaard will set up to Blanchard in the middle. She'll tip that one over the net, taken by Rooks. Erickson will set up to Lewis. That's a long attack, and will be out past the back line. 17-11 now, as there's a couple of subs on the floor. Vernon and Gray also in the game for... I didn't see who checked in for Hot Springs. I know somebody did, because Elshier took a seat. Vernon serve in off of Heinert. Erickson will set up. This is Haskvitz. She'll pop one over the net. That one dug out by Vernon. Odegaard will set to Blanchard. She'll set one over the net, taken by Rooks. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz, and she's found the floor back behind the back line of the Douglas Patriots. It's another Bison point. Simmons back in for Snyder. Simmons serve is in off of Blanchard. The set from Vernon. The attack from Gray is going to get tipped and find the floor. Nice kill for Jaden Gray as Blasius and New Holy checking back in. 18-12 is your score. And Blasius back at the service line. The serve from Blasius in off of Haskvitz. Now the attack from Rooks, dug out by Johnson. Vernon will set up to Gray. It'll be a free ball over to the libero, Heinert. Erickson will set. This is Rooks in. Her attack is blocked by LaJoy. She'll send it back over the net. Now the attack from New Holy. It's a high attack. Under it is Simmons. Erickson long set over to Haskvitz. She's going to punch that one in the net. It's blocked by LaJoy and down for another Patriot point. The lead is down to 5. Blasius back at the line. Her serve in off of Haskvitz. Erickson will set up to Lewis out of the middle. Her attack dug by Blasius. Vernon will set. This is Newholy now. Her attack is dug. She'll keep it up in the air and a free ball over from LaJoy. Erickson will set back to Lewis. This one out. Past the right line. It's another Patriot point. They're trying to dig back into set two. It's 18-14. Blasius with another serve. Haskvitz has it. LaJoy, oh, it's in the net. This is going to be 4 hits. As Bison, as Hot Springs can't return the serve, and the lead cut to 3. Taken by Haskvitz. Erickson will pass, and a free ball over from Haskvitz. Vernon will set up to LaJoy in the middle. She's got it in the net. Down for another Bison point. It's 19-15. LeGrand checking in for Rooks. She'll go back to the line. That serve in off of Johnson. LaJoy will pass, and the serve will not get returned. It's another Hot Springs point, and it's 20-15. Timeout on the floor taken by your Douglas Patriots. We'll be right back. This is LiveTicket.tv.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Back out of the break, 20-15 is your score as your Douglas Patriots trying to sneak back into set 2. They made it interesting at the end of set 1, trying to do the same here in set number 2. It will be a Bison serve coming out of the timeout. It's Olivia LeGrand. LeGrand serve in off of Newholy. Vernon will set up. Newholy going to punch one over. It's hit the top of the, it hit the top of the net rather, and Lewis couldn't get under it. It's down for another Patriot point. The lead back to 4. Johnson, her serve, strong one out of the middle, is off of Heinerton, down for an ace. 2 quick points by the Patriots, keeps them back in it. The lead down to 3. Johnson back at the line. This serve in off of Heinert. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz on the outside. That attack is out. The lead cut to 2. Ramsey Johnson has had a little bit more juice on her serves tonight than I've seen all season long. This serve in off of Simmons. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. The attack under it is Vernon. Archer will pass up to Newholy. That's a long attack. Going to be out past the back line for another Hot Springs point. The lead is back to 3. Elshier back in for Rooks. And Heinert is at the service line. Gray, her attack dug by Simmons. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz on the outside. That attack dug by Blasius. Vernon will set. Now Newholy is going to have her attack blocked, but the Patriots will rally with a free ball from Archer. Erickson sets up to Elshier in the middle. It's tipped and will find the floor off to the right of Ramsey Johnson. The lead back to 5 rather. That's 17 on the scoreboard. No, now it's 18. Now it's right. So it is 18, or it is 22-18 as Archer going to send an attack out of the middle taken by Heinert. Now Elshier, that one pushed over, dug out by Blasius. Another attack from Archer out of the middle taken by LeGrand. Haskvitz is going to have to chase after that one. It's in the net. And it's 22-19. Odegaard back in, so is Harris. Odegaard back at the line. Serve from Odegaard is in off of Simmons. Now Haskvitz, that attack. Ooh, nice dig by Blasius. Odegaard will set up to Archer. She'll push one over. That's a nice dig by Erickson. And a free ball over from Heiner. Johnson will push a free ball of her own over to Hot Springs. Now Haskvitz going to come in with an attack. Nice effort by Archer to keep that one up in the air. Johnson popped that one back over to the Bison. Now Elshier, strong attack, dug out by Blasius, and a free ball is going to have to come in from New Holy. That's long. A little too much juice. And the lead is back to 4. Hot Springs 2 points away from taking set 2. Here as Snyder checks back in for Simmons. And Erickson back at the service line. This serve is long. Service error cuts the lead to 3. Make it 23-20 now with New Holy at the line. New Holy's serve off out of the left side is taken by Heinert. Erickson will set up to Elshier. That attack dug out by Johnson. Odegaard will set over to Blanchard. That attack taken by the libero Heinert. Erickson long set over to Haskvitz, and she's found the floor. It's now set point in set 2 as Hot Springs threatens a 2-0 lead over your Douglas Patriots. Rooks back in for LeGrand. And it's Haskvitz at the line. The serve from Haskvitz is in off of Blanchard, and that one's going to end up in the seats for an ace. And set 2 comes to a close. 25-20 is your score. It's a 2-set lead for the Hot Springs Bison. We'll take a break. We'll come back for the 3rd set after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening live to liveticket.tv.
At Security First, we support all the essential banking stuff, like school sports. We also support mobile deposits. But have you ever heard a mobile deposit belt out your school fight song with a mouthful of popcorn? I don't think so. Any bank these days can snap a picture of your check. Only a community bank could snap a picture of you spilling your nachos as your team scores the game-winning point. Security First, the bank you cheer with. Member FDIC.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bad.
Back out of the break, Douglas Patriots Live Ticket TV. Let's look at some scores around Class AA. Yankton has taken that match against Pure TF Riggs, 3-1 in Yankton. Again, Mitchell over Watertown, 3-0. Top-ranked Harrisburg over Aberdeen Central, 3-0. Huron leading Sioux Falls Jefferson, 2-1 in set 4. And it looks like they're going to take that match. They're leading set 4, 17-6. Sturgis Brown over Lee Deadwood right now, 2-0. Just in the opening points of set 3. Back over to Class A. Let's see. West Central just took down Mount Vernon Plankington, 3-0. Corsica Stickney is leading Winner, 2-0. Winner's 4th ranked in Class A. Also Hanson leading Bonhomme, 2-0. Back here in our match, it's a 2-set lead for the Hot Springs Bison. And it'll be Emma Odegaard starting off set 3 with the serve for your Douglas Patriots. Odegaard serve in off of Heinert. Erickson will set up to Elshier. Long attack out of the outside is dug out by Blasius. Odegaard will pass up to Newholy, and she's found the floor. Patriots start off with the first point of set 3. And Odegaard, returns to the line. This serve in off of Rooks. Archer going to send over a strong attack. Now a long set over the net from Rooks. Now Newholy in with another attack dug out by Heinert. And Hasket's going to pop one over the net, taken by Odegaard. Long attack from Johnson. It's in the net and down for a kill. I'm telling you, there's just a little more juice in Ramsey Johnson's right arm tonight. Some more power on every hit I've seen. Long set from Erickson over to Elshier. Blocks. And Hot Springs will not rally. It's a 3-point swing to start off set 3. And Odegaard returns to the service line. Strong serve from Odegaard, taken by Heinert. Erickson will set up to Rooks. That's a nice attack. That finds the floor down for a kill. Odegaard couldn't dig it. And it's the first Hot Springs point of the set. 3-1. Now your score is Haskvitz at the line. Short serve taken by Johnson. Now Archer sets up out of the middle. Haskvitz gonna pass from her knees. And a free ball back over to the Patriots. Another attack from Archer is gonna be out. It's another Hot Springs point. The lead is cut to 1. Haskvitz back at the line. Serve in off of Newholy. Odegaard will set up to Harris. That attack dug out by Haskvitz. Now Rooks, her attack from the outside is in the net. For another Patriot point. 4-2 is now your score. Newholy back at the line. This serve in off of Haskvitz. Erickson will set back up to Haskvitz. That attack just off the top of the net. Blanchard will pop one over, taken by Rooks. Erickson sets back up to Rooks. That attack, ooh, Johnson gave it some good effort, but could not finish the dig. The lead is back to 1, and it's 4-3. Maddie Melton checking in for Newholy. And Elshier is at the line for Hot Springs. This serve, Blanchard is going to send it over to the Bison side of the floor. Melton will set back up to Blanchard. That's going to be 4 hits as that attack was in the net. We're knotted at 4 here in set 3. And Elshier has got another opportunity at the service line. Elshier, her serve in off of Melton. Odegaard going to send one over. Hot Springs will rally. Odegaard going to keep that one out of the net. Strong attack from Archer. Lewis pops it back over to the Patriot side of the floor, and Blanchard, nice attack, finds a kill on the back line of Hot Springs. Patriots retake the lead, 5-4. LaJoy checking in for Johnson. Archer, her serve out of the middle is in the net. And we're tied again at 5. Johnson takes the place of Archer. And Simmons is in the game for Snyder. Simmons back at the line. The serve is in off of Harris and will be an ace. Hot Springs takes their first lead, set 3. And Simmons back with another serve. This one in off of Melton. Odegaard will set up to LaJoy. She'll pop one over the net. Nice dig by Rooks. Haskvitz, that's mistimed and a little weak. The error ties us back at 6 as Vernon and Gray back into the game for your Patriots. Vernon back at the service line. That serve in off of Simmons. Erickson will set up to Lewis. That one, she'll push that one over the net. Got to be careful with that. But Blanchard will take an attack. That one dug out by Haskvitz. Now Rooks with another attack. Now back to Blanchard. Strong attack is going to hit the wire. Down for a kill. Heinert couldn't dig it. And Douglas retakes the lead, 7-6, with Vernon back at the line. The serve from Vernon in off of Heinert. Now Rooks from the outside. Her attack is going to get blocked and down. On the Patriot side of the floor for another Bison point. 7-7 now is your score. LeGrand back in the game. She'll go back to the service line. Her first serve is in off of Johnson. Vernon will set it over the net, taken by Haskvitz. Erickson will set back to Haskvitz. She'll pop one over, taken by Vernon. Johnson will set up to Blanchard. That attack is in the net. And it's another Bison point. They retake the lead, 8-7. And LeGrand is going to go back to the line. The serve in off of Johnson. Vernon will set it up to Blanchard. Perfect spot. Kept it short, sent it off to the left. Nobody in the area, and we're tied at 8. Blasius back in the game, so is New Holy. And it's Blasius at the service line. Blasius' serve in off of Simmons, tipped over the net by Erickson. Back on to the Bison side of the floor. Erickson will set up to Simmons. Free ball over. Not so free to Ramsey Johnson. Now New Holy is going to send that one into the net for another Hot Springs point. They retake the lead again. And it's 9-8. It's Heinert back at the service line. Ooh, a nice return by Blasius. She left the floor for that one. Now Johnson is going to send a long attack out of the back line. And it's out for another Bison point. This is their biggest lead of the set. It's 2 points, 10-8. Heinert with another serve taken by Blasius. Vernon sets backwards to Gray. Nice dig by LeGrand. Back on the Patriot side of the floor. Soft attack from LaJoy taken by Haskvitz. Elshier going to try one of her own, and it works. Just put it in the right spot. New Holy couldn't run it down, and that's a 3-point lead for Hot Springs. Another serve for Heinert. Ooh. What a spot. Just rolled over the top of the net and found the floor for an ace. That makes it 12-8. Heinert with another one. This one much higher, taken by Johnson. Vernon will set up to Gray. She'll pop one over the net. And somebody who's in the net, it was Haskvitz. That one was unforced. And it's a Patriot point, 12-9 now, with Johnson at the service line. Let's see if we can get some more power from Johnson. Good strong serve off of Simmons. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. Strong attack dug out by Ramsey Johnson. Gray rather, will set up to Archer and a free ball back over to Hot Springs. Another strong attack from Haskvitz. And Douglas can't rally. Down for another Hot Springs point. It's 13-9. And speaking of 13, Katie Snyder is back in the game. The serve from Erickson is in off of Blasius. Vernon will set up in a long set over the net by Gray. Taken by Heinert. Erickson to Elshier in the middle, and she finds a kill. It's 14-9. This has been a good swing for the Hot Springs Bison. They started it trailing. They now lead by 5. And back at the line is Erickson. This attack from New Holy is down for a kill. Heinert couldn't get under it. That cuts the lead to 4, 14-10, as Odegaard and Harris checking back in. Odegaard serve in off of Heinert. Under it is Erickson. She will set it up to Elshier on the outside, taken by Blasius. Odegaard backwards set to Harris. That one in the net. No, that's blocked rather. And down for another Hot Springs point, 15-10. Now as Rooks checking in for LeGrand. It'll be Haskvitz back at the line. As that serve short. And your Douglas Patriots couldn't get under it. That makes it 16-10, and there's a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. This is LiveTicket.tv.
Ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
$16-10 is your score here from Whitehead Auditorium. As the Hot Springs Bison looking to close in on a set 3 victory and take this match, sweep this match rather, 3-0 over your Douglas Patriots. Coming out of the break, it will be a Hot Springs serve. And back at the line is Ella Haskvitz. But first, we're going to see a sub for Hot Springs. This is Sarah Rickenbach taking the place of Rooks. So I think Rooks has got something wrong with her left eye. Haskvitz has the serve. And Archer going to hit that one into the net for another Hot Springs point. Make the lead 7 now. And Haskvitz back at the line. The serve in off of Blasius. Odegaard will set up to Newholy. Haskvitz will dig that one, and Rickenbach will send over a free ball to Odegaard. The set from Johnson, the attack from Newholy, taken by Heinert. Now Erickson going to try to set one over the net. Blasius has a nice dig. Harris is going to have one roll on the net back to the Bison side of the floor. Now a free ball back to the Patriots. Newholy, her attack off of Erickson and down for a kill. 17-11 now, as we'll see Rooks check back in. Blanchard back in the game for Douglas, and Newholy is at the line. Her serve and off of Heinert. Erickson sets up to Rooks. Nice block by the Patriot front line. Rooks wants another one, and she's going to find the floor on that one. Nice attack in the perfect spot. And it's 18-11 Bison. Melton checking in for Newholy, and it is Lewis checking in for the libero Heinert for Hot Springs. Elshier at the line. Her serve in off of Melton. Odegaard will set up to Archer, and she'll find a kill. Tipped by the front line of Rooks and Lewis. But it's down on the Bison side of the floor for another Patriot point, 18-12 now, with Archer at the line. Archer's serve, a strong one in off of Heinert. Erickson will set up. Lewis, no, that's Rooks rather with the attack, and a nice dig from Archer. Blanchard with the attack from the outside. Now another attack from Rooks is out. Lead cut to 5, 18-13 now, and Archer returns to the line. The serve from Archer off of Haskvitz. Erickson will set up to Lewis in the middle, and it's out. 2 attacks that couldn't find the right side of the floor. Cut the lead to 4, 18-14 now. And Archer back with another serve off of Haskvitz. Erickson will pass up to Rooks. Strong attack tipped and down for a kill. Makes it 19-14. Simmons checking in for Snyder. And Hot Springs just 6 points away from a 3-set sweep. Simmons with another serve. Tipped off the net, taken by Harris. Odegaard will set up to LaJoy. Strong attack, nice dig by Heinert. Erickson will set up to Rooks. That one dug out by Johnson. Odegaard will set to Harris. That one tipped by Haskvitz and down for a kill. Cuts the lead back to 4 as Vernon and Gray checking back in for Douglas. Vernon back at the line. Vernon's serve is going to be off to the left. And the service error extends the lead back to 5 and makes it 20-15. LeGrand in for Rooks. The serve in off of Blanchard. Vernon will set up to LaJoy. She'll tip that one off the top of the net, taken by Erickson. And a set over the net from Heinert. Vernon going to try to punch that one, but it's blocked by Lewis and down on the Patriots side of the floor. 21-15 now and a 6-point lead. LeGrand back at the line. Serve off of Johnson. Vernon will set up to Gray. The attack is blocked and will get down. Hot Springs just 3 points away now. That serve from LeGrand is in the net. A little bit of life back in Douglas. And Blasius and New Holy checking back in. Blasius back at the line. The serve in off of Simmons. Erickson will set, backwards set to Lewis. The attack from the right side is long. And the lead is cut to 5. Another serve coming up for Blasius. That serve in off of Simmons again. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. The attack, it's a high attack taken by Johnson. Vernon will set this one to Gray. She'll tip one over. Nice dig by LeGrand. And it's tipped over the net by Erickson and not rallied by the Patriots. Make it 23-17 now as Elshier checks back in the game. Serve from Heinert in off of Blasius. Vernon will set up to Gray. She'll push one over the net, taken by Erickson. Heinert and tipped over the net by Haskvitz. Now New Holy has to send a free ball over the net, taken by Simmons. Erickson will set, and a long attack from LeGrand is in the net. And the lead back to 5. Ramsey Johnson with another opportunity at the service line. Finds herself down 5 points. And a must-win, set 3. Serve in off of Heinert. Haskvitz going to punch that one over. Nice effort from Johnson to keep that one up in the air. Free ball over from Blasius. Now the attack from Elshier out of the middle. Nice dig by Vernon. Free ball from Johnson. Under it is Heinert. Erickson will set back to Haskvitz. Strong attack. Nice dig by Blasius. Punched over the net by Archer. Now the attack from Haskvitz. That's going to be 4 hits as it was in the net. And it's another Patriot point. The lead cut back to 4. And Johnson back at the line. The serve from Johnson is long. And it is now match point. Snyder back in for Simmons. The serve from Erickson. Now the attack from New Holy, dug out by LeGrand. Erickson will set up to Haskvitz. She'll punch one over the net. Nice dig by Johnson. Vernon will set up to New Holy. That one tipped by the front line. Under it is Erickson. And a long set over the net by Heiner. Vernon will set backwards to Gray. She'll set one over the net, taken by Snyder. Erickson, the pass. Now a nice block coming in from Gray and Archer. Now another one. And it's a Patriot point. Lead cut to 4, 24-20. Odegaard and Harris back in the game. Odegaard at the service line. The serve from Odegaard in off of Heiner. Erickson will set up to Elshier. The attack off of Johnson and in the net. And down for a Bison point. Set 3 comes to a close, 25-20. And the Hot Springs Bison have taken down your Douglas Patriots in 3 sets. We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening live to liveticket.tv.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Things were a little different back.
Back out of the break again. The Hot Springs Bison have taken down your Douglas Patriots in 3 sets. Let's look at these two teams as they move on. Hot Springs improves to 16-12 on the year. They are going to head off to Miller. They've got a long drive coming up as they hit the Miller Invitational Tournament on Saturday the 18th. They'll finish out their season as A will wrap up a little before AA. Again, they'll finish out their season up in Spearfish, more AA competition for the Hot Springs Bison. For your Douglas Patriots, they dropped to 5-18 on the year. Coming up, they've got a home tournament on Saturday. Here, 3 courts going on from Douglas High School, and then they'll move on to see Lee Deadwood next Tuesday. That one is a home game, and then they will be on the road for quite a while before they finish up the season here at home, I think on November 6th. There'll be a couple-week break from home volleyball here as we wrap up October. Let's take one last look at scores from around AA. Again, Huron over Sioux Falls Jefferson, 3-1. Mitchell over 4th-ranked Watertown, 3-0. Yankton over Pure TF Riggs, 3-1. Harrisburg over Aberdeen Central, 3-0. And Sturgis Brown does take down Lee Deadwood, 3-0. In terms of A, this win probably won't do much for Hot Springs. They're sitting at 20th in power points at 41.143. And I don't think they'll take over Hill City at a 17-12 record with this win. They might, but I don't think they will. So they sit at 20th, and Douglas sits at 20th after tonight, too. One final time, the final score here tonight. Your Hot Springs Bison take down the Douglas Patriots in 3 sets, 25-22, 25-20, and 25-20. For Douglas Patriots Live and Live Ticket TV, I'm Justin Hausman, signing off.